What's up? What's up? What's up? Um, real quick, we'll let a couple people get in here, and then we'll kind of see what's up from there. I'll kind of explain what I'm about to do, the time that I have to do it. If you want to put something in the chat real quick so that I know that I can see your comments. Actually, I need to add. Shoot, I didn't go live in the Facebook group as well. I need to reset this and go live in the Facebook group. Oh, can I edit and add another one? I can. Fantastic. Save changes. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now we can go live in both. We'll wait for this to pop on. I think it just did. I'm going to give it just a second. Again, we got Facebook and we got YouTube. I'm going to explain what we're going to do here in just a second. And then we'll get rocking and rolling. If you can, in the chat real quick, just put a message so I can see that that you guys can hear me. What's up, Christian? All right, cool. So I can see that you guys can hear me, at least on YouTube. Can someone on Facebook go ahead and put something in the chat so I can hear or see that you hear me? We can hear. Okay, fantastic. Sweet. So what we're going to do is I have someone to try to reach out to. I have someone I need to find. I'm going to show you guys what we've done here. Many of you know that I have been working with a good buddy of mine, Armani Johnson, out of Dallas, Texas, and we started a operation called Happy Acquisitions with an intent of focusing on primarily multifamily and mobile homes. Okay, Happy Acquisitions, multifamily and mobile homes, and so over the weekend, it's scaring me that my internet shows like one bar on here. StreamYard will like crash me. Let me check which internet I'm on. Should be on one that should be okay. So hopefully it stabilizes. Um, but okay, so anyway, we created Happy Acquisitions, and Happy Acquisitions is focused on multifamily, and it is essentially a case study company that we've created in order to have a transparent operation that the REISIF community and other people in real estate can learn from. And so over the weekend, I was setting up that REISIF account for Happy Acquisitions. So this whole company is going to be ran off of REISIF and the data that we have. So data that we our nationwide data as well as our skip tracing. Of course, we'll do the tactics that we show in the data dollars challenge where we skip trace in a second location and so on when we can't find people. And specifically, we're going to be focusing on the niche of probate as well as multifamily. Okay. And so what that means is that we're going to be niche first to market with probate data and tax delinquent data. And then we're going to be doing bulk sequential for persons owned duplexes and triplexes, anything that, or in quads, anything that is true multifamily fashion, anything that's above 5 units will be an in-house individual doing niche sequential. Okay. Does that make sense for everybody? Let's go. Excited to use SIFT for multifamily properly. Going to start marketing Q2 next. Build the roadmap. Gentlemen, love it. Fantastic. Okay, so what I wanted to do is I'm going to share with you guys kind of what I have set up here so far. All right, I'm going to show you guys what it's about. So let me share my screen real quick. And by the way, I'll be on for like 30 minutes or so, 25, 30 minutes, because I'll be hopping on with Aaron Bevins here at 7 Central to do some calls with him. Okay. So let me go ahead and share again. Now that that was said, boom. Okay, so this is what we got. Okay, this is Happy Acquisitions account. You can see we only got about 1,743 properties inside of this account. And let me ask a very quick question, just for the sake of giggles. How many of you think that you can buy multifamily properties and build a portfolio off of only 1,743 properties? What y'all think? Interaction. Come on, let me know. There's a delay, I'm sure. What do you guys think? 100% yes says one individual. I don't know who it is. It says Facebook user. Um, Anybody else? We got 20 or so. Yeah, you definitely can. 100%. 1,000% you can, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you guys the list that I have in here right now. It's just multifamilies, about 1,571 of those. And probate is 173. These 173 properties are only in the last month. Hey, what's up, Peyton? It's only the last month. So August. That is August probates for Okaloosa County. What I want to stress upon you guys is that you notice that I did not pull probates for the last year. Okay. The reason why is when you're starting a new operation, you want to start more fresh than old. People will go and they'll pull like vexation data from forever ago. Momentum. I would rather see people start with fresh data, good data, and then backdate the data. Okay, when it comes to your niche. Okay, it is important to be first to market. We have some videos coming out defining first to market and really kind of harping on it as even more, because what I'm noticing is that there's people in the space that are now saying, "Oh, you got to be, faster to your prospects and stuff." And I've been saying this for 3 freaking years, and now the rest of you guys that have big followings want to start saying it now, right? And yet, we've been saying it for forever. Okay, so this is what I have right here. All right, that's definitely opportunity here. I'm going to show you my tags. What I did on my tags. From a tags perspective, what I did is I uploaded the property type, as well as my standard 4 W's of data management. Right, when I purchased the lists, where it came from. I did purchase. I had list source data from that I already had, so I uploaded that. But then I also took the same criteria and I uploaded it from my data, our REI SIPs nationwide data, and let it overlap. Right. The main reason I did that is because as of right now, there's I can get a few more parameters that I wanted on the upload with my data, and so I ended up pulling it from my data as well. Okay. So statuses, I kept all of our default except for I've added a priority one, a hot, warm, and cold one. There's some more that will be built out here. I'm not going to cover it now, but we will build out more to this in the future, obviously. As of right now, I have 0 tasks set up. I didn't build out any tasks or anything. I'm going to be doing that with you guys in just a second. I'm just going to build a simple 3 follow-up tasks, and that's it for right now. You guys will see that, and probably like a new lead one. Not quite sure. Sequences wise, I have nothing. Okay, because I want to show you guys that you can just take action and you can kind of get in the grit and kind of do what you got to do. All right. Settings wise, I do have air call set up right now. I just created a number at air call called Tyler Austin Happy Acquisitions or whatever that I'm going to be utilizing for now. However, it's under REI SIP's account, and in the future we'll do something different there. Okay, but I'm not going to talk about it now. Okay. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be starting. I've created some filter presets here. Nothing super complicated. I didn't even create a folder for it. I just put it under default for now. However, I could put a folder under it, and I could call it multi under 10 persons. And I'm going to explain what that means in a second. I'm just going to show it for everybody, and I'm just going to move the need skip over to that folder. And I'm going to move these over to that folder. Okay, and I'm going to explain that, why in just a second here. Okay, so everybody here knows, if you're an REI SIF user, that we really harp on making sure you skip trace. You don't skip trace LLCs and stuff. And I pull LLC data, and I definitely want LLC data. It's really important that you make sure that you focus on trust and LLCs. I can't stress upon how important that is, especially with multifamily. Super, super important. However, right now, I don't want to. I want to remove the path. I want to path the least resistance, right? And so I don't want to be focusing on multifamily with entities right now because of team size, and right now it's just me showing you guys this, and so I want to increase my possibilities for reaching an actual person, and so I'm focusing on just persons. All right. Now, I have a mixture of probate data in here, and some of these could end up being stacked with probate. But what we're going to do is we're going to start off with our need skip. Notice I don't have my skipped in first location or second location stuff right now. Not prioritizing that. I'm just going to skip trace what needs to be skipped. And how I created that is I'm filtered by my multifamily. I'm not including all of these, and I'm only including the tags that I want to see. So duplexes and triplexes and under multifamily under 10 should be in here. So multifamily 10 or less. The reason why I didn't use tags instead of our structure type filter is because typically the structure type filter is going to focus on primarily one rather than many. And so I think it's easy enough just to upload them as tags. That's really a preference thing. Call attempts is 0. Numbers should be no here, and that's that. So we're going to save that. We're going to click apply. And there we go. I have 451 properties that are clean. And then I got one incomplete. I'm going to focus on the clean. I'm going to select those 451, send to skip trace. I agree. I'm going to add my REI SIF skip tag. It's going to cost me $54. And I'm going to click skip trace records. All right. Boom. Done. Now, what I'm going to do next is I'm going to go to my activity, and I'm going to go to skip trace, and I'm going to watch for that to complete real quick. Just kind of see when it gets started here. Okay, it's processing. I want it to complete. I'm going to show you guys why, because again, I'm action taking. I'm just being quick to take action here. All right. I just want to start kicking up some opportunity. So I'm not going to think too much about it. I'm going to take action. I'm going to refine stuff as we go here. That's what building a business is all about. However, the nice thing is most of us have knowledge because we're in this community. So I got 42 no results. Now, those could be duplicate owners, okay? Because we do have a bunch of persons that do own multiple properties. So that could be duplicate properties, and that could be why. But what we're going to do now is I'm going to filter by the same filter real quick. Multifamily or needs skipped, but I'm gonna switch this to numbers no, and then I'm gonna say skip trace yes, and apply. I'm gonna get those 40, okay, those 48. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna adjust this filter real quick, and I'm gonna add another attempt, and it's gonna be direct mail attempts equals 0. And then I'm going to save this as a new, and I'm gonna call this no numbers, no mail, send mail. Okay, so NN no mail, no numbers, no mail, send mail. Okay, something like that. Or maybe I can do skip no numbers, one time, send mail. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put that in here for now. Again, I'm just tracking what I'm doing. I'm not really thinking too much on it, but I want to get stuff out there. So I'm going to select these 48, send to, direct mail. I like postcard number 2 or letter number 2. Next. And then I'm going to fill this out. I'm not going to do it now because it's going to take too much time. But I'm going to send direct mail to these individuals, and I also have to create a phone number. Okay, but I'm going to send mail to these. Okay, right off the bat, boom. Not going to wait. I'm just going to send mail to these ones. Noticing that some of these are PO boxes, I'm not going to filter by vacant mailing, no, because it'll still get delivered to a PO box. PO boxes still come up as vacant, and some of these are actually vacant properties as well. Okay. All right, moving on. I'm going to now filter by my need skipped, and I'm going to switch it to numbers yes, And then I'm going to add to include the tag REI SIF skipped. And then I'm going to save this as a new, and I'm going to call it multi under 10 persons and make initial, or we can do RTM for ready to market. Okay. Cool. Apply. All right. So I have 395 records. Okay. Notice I just set that up. Okay. The only thing you guys seen that I didn't do as far as getting ready, I don't know how long have I been live here? 15 minutes. Okay. So I'm set up. My whole operation is set up as far as like minimum things that are needed, right? I have what's been skip traced, right? I have what's been marketed to 1 time, 2 time, 3 times, and I have what's been skip traced once and hasn't been sent direct mail. So I know to send direct mail, right? Very simple. I can build on top of that within 15 minutes. It's done. Of course, pulling the data and uploading it's probably another 5 minutes or so. But within under 30 minutes, let's just say, I can have a fully functional account that has some filters to start working data. Okay, so 0 excuses in terms of that perspective. All right, and so that's what I want. I want to have minimum viable path to least resistance, and I want to just take action, right? So the one that I specifically want to handle today is this one right here. This property is multifamily and probate, and I got some phone numbers here that I've skip traced. I did look up the personal representative. I just put the PR's information in the notes. I'll cover that in a different time on how to utilize REI SIF with probate data in a most efficient way. I can look at my additional information here and see it was built in 1973. It's about 2,900 square foot. The data came saying 6 bedroom or 6 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, but it's really 6 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. It says single family, but it's actually a triplex. Okay. And I can look at probate details. I did not update anything under probate details. I put them in the message board. Totally preference on how you do that. Okay. Direct mail details, no direct mail sent. Okay. Click on the owner's name. And this owner does only own 1 property. And that's that. So I have 1 phone number that's based off of the owner, the deceased, and I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 phone numbers that's based off of the personal representative. And I also have the attorney's phone number and email, which will be my second attempt. But really, right from the beginning, because I'm looking to build a portfolio, what I want to do is I want to utilize these 395 records, and I want to utilize them to try to find properties that fit my buy criteria as a portfolio. Anything that doesn't, I can list it, and anything that doesn't fit my buy price criteria, I can list it if they desire. And if it doesn't fit, the type of property that I want, and the price makes sense, then I could always wholesale it, right? But the ideal situation is to lock up owner finance, multifamily properties, or vice versa. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and we're going to prospect this individual. And I have tally count here, which you can use or not use. This is the copy of the free tool, sheet here that you can utilize. That after I do this, I'll populate those phone numbers over here. So I'll put Tyler here, the date, which is the 6th of September. So 09/06/2022. I think this might be clickable. No. Okay. How many hours I called, how many prospects, and then how many dials. Okay. So I'm going to be utilizing my phone for this, and I'm going to stop sharing my screen after like the first one or whatever. The last thing that I'll say here is when I call through these, the reason why I'm going to use my phone is that you guys can hear me. Okay. And I want to make sure I also change the audio. Okay. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I changed the audio off of crisp so that you can hear it coming through the phone. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up AirCall on my phone. Okay. And you can see I have my happy acquisitions number down there, and I have, a dial pad. And all I'm going to do instead of using click to call is I'm going to just dial these phone numbers manually so that you guys again can hear. Thank you. I'm going to start off with this, the PR's phone number that I marked as priority, because something that we haven't added into SIFT yet, but we do have the information, is we do have if a phone number is connected and the last time it was seen. We could provide that information inside of REISIF. We just don't right now. We will be updating that and either adding it as tags on phone numbers or something like that, right? Like is connected or something like that as a tag on phone numbers, or maybe we'll add it as another criteria on a phone number. I don't know, but this number is connected and it's most recently seen. And so I'm gonna dial this one first. After I dial through these phone numbers, once I call through all of them, that will be considered a call attempt. And then I'll toggle this as one call attempt, and then I'll click on next record after adding my tags, which I haven't even created yet, right? You guys, attempt one could be a tag. And honestly, I don't even need to add the tags. I can base it off my call attempts right now. And so something else that I can show you here, which maybe this is how I'll do this. Let's go ahead and create a SIF board here. Let's do this instead. Let's go ahead and create a SIF line board, multi-prospecting, work. Let's do this instead. Attempt one. I feel like I don't want to utilize tasks as much right now, and I just kind of want to do it like this. Attempt two. 3. So let's just do it like this for now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take, let me filter by those records again. And all I'm going to do is select these 10 and I'm going to send to SIF line, and I'm going to put it underneath of the multifamily one. Okay. So then I can just kind of come in here. And I can work them here. I think I'd rather do that for right now. Only downfall is I can't see the damn things now. So Ab, whatever his name is the first one. Okay, so this is the one I want to work here. Okay, and the other downfall is that I don't have my call attempts now on this yet. So that's another downfall. So maybe I won't do that for now, but I'm going to leave it there. No, I'll leave them there for now. Let's just work it from here for now. Okay, let's go ahead and dial a number. See what we get. And I only got like 10 minutes left because I got to hop on with Aaron. But 260, let me unmute my phone, turn it up. What was her name again? Sherry. All right. All right, I'm going to stop sharing my screen for now. Three 3483863. Hello? Can you hear me? Hey, is this Sherry?
No, who's this?
No. Oh, my name's Tyler. I was trying to get a hold of Sherry. I was calling about a property here in Fort Walton Beach, 415 Corvette Street. Are you happen to be familiar with that property?
No. And I think you've got the wrong number.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, I apologize. Sorry for bothering you. Hopefully you're having some good weather out there in Georgia.
Day on the property.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good one. Okay, so no luck there. So what am I gonna do? Let me share my screen again. Share screen. Boom. Share. I'm gonna mark this as wrong number. Okay, pretty simple. I'm gonna move to the next one. And by the way, what happened there when I called that phone number is it popped up with the address on my phone. I just saved myself some money. Wrong numbers. Wrong numbers is money saved. Let's do the next one. Try and get through these 5 real quick. Actually, let's call the original number. 770. Where's 770 area code? 770 area code. That's Georgia. All right, so it could be them. Let's try it. 770-377-2222. And by the way, let me share this as well real quick. Because I am using a deeper integration with SIFT, you can see that that phone call got tracked here. If I click this, once it's done, should be able to click that. Okay, it must not be done processing yet. If I click that, it opens up, it'll have the recording. And you can see when I marked it as wrong number. Oh, be right back. My food's here. Hold on. Had to get that Chick-fil-A, you know. Okay, let's get this next one in. Let me stop sharing. Somebody else has already called all these phone numbers in front of me. Is it Health Week? It is a wrap. Hello? Can you hear me? Hey, well, you don't sound like a Sherry. I'm going to guess you're not Sherry. Hello? Can you hear me? Damn. It sounded like he was driving. I'm going to send a text message. Oh, shit. I forgot this account don't have text messages. Damn it. Okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that as wrong number for now, and I'll loop back around. I'm going to add a tag. So because it sounded like he was driving and it was breaking up pretty bad. So I'm going to add it as wrong number and put call back later. Oh, shit. So you can use your tags kind of however you want nowadays. Okay. Let's move on to the next. Let's do another mobile number. Damn, it sucks that I don't have. So by the way, niche sequential marketing, doing what I'm doing. If I call and I don't get them or whatever, then you should send a text message. If you get a voicemail, you should leave a voicemail. Make sure you set up your inbound voicemails properly. If it's a dude like that just was, it's clearly not Sherry. So joke around about it. Like, I guess you don't sound like a dude or like a chick. So, you're probably not Sherry. And then I would roll into something like, I was trying to get a hold of Sherry about 415 Corvette Street. Are you familiar with that property, or do you know Sherry? And then go from there, right? The good thing about probate properties, if you have the attorney's information, is you can always reach out to the attorney, right? Okay, let's do the next. Actually, real quick, somebody, shit. Let me call somebody. Who is in here that I have their phone number? Anyone in here that I have your phone number? That I can call you real quick on my phone on this air call number. I want to call somebody and see if my Wi-Fi is making the shit crap. Okay, cool. 214-498-1206. Let's see how it sounds real quick. Yo. Do I sound like shit? Well, besides how I normally sound?
No, you sound good, brother.
Sound good? Okay.
Yeah, sounds good.
Sweet. Yeah, it's smooth on mine. All right. Awesome, dude. Thanks.
All right. Bye.
Bye. Okay. So there you go. Right. So it sounds fine. Sounded good there. So I just verify that, call your team every now and again, verify, see how things are going. At 10 minutes ago, I got to be on with Aaron Bevins doing some calls with him. So let's do another one. Let's do 770-655-5379. So this is actually prospecting. Obviously, the meat and potatoes gets in once you actually start working the deal, but 655-5379.
The wireless customer you are calling is not available. Please try again later.
Okay. So that's a dead number. So we're going to put dead. And we're going to do another one. 678-225-017.
Sorry, you have reached a number that has been disconnected.
Another dead number. Mark it as dead. Next, 678-643-9142. 643-9142. I like to have my iPad out, by the way, so I can write down notes and stuff in case I get on the phone with them. Hello? Can you hear me?
Yeah, who's this?
Hey, this is Tyler. I was calling for Sherry, but you definitely don't sound like a Sherry.
Well, my wife's name is Sherry.
Oh, your wife's name is Sherry? Okay. Hey, this is Tyler. I was calling about 415 Corvette Street. You know about that property down here in Fort Walton?
What about it?
Well, I was driving past it the other day here, and I was looking for some duplexes and triplexes, and I looked it up to call the owner. It's not for sale?
Nope.
Okay. Do you have any idea if it will be in the future?
Yes, I do.
It won't be?
Why can't you get my number?
Well, to be honest with you, I just Googled.
I'm not listed as the owner.
Well, I Googled, it's funny enough, I just Googled the address in True People Search and just started calling all the phone numbers that was associated with the property. And I guess maybe because you're his or her husband, maybe it popped up with your number. I've called like 10 numbers so far. You're the first person I actually knew about the property.
Okay, yeah. The property's not for sale, won't be for sale.
Okay.
So have a good night.
Okay. Just hey, if you don't mind for a second, do you happen to have you seen the property recently, or like what it looked like?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just wondering. I was curious if you guys needed any sort of handyman or anybody that might be able to help out on rehabbing it or anything like that. So if you
have a great day.
All righty, no problem. Have a good one.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so the guy wasn't a dick, but we found a phone number. We found a correct number. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark that phone number as correct number. I'm not going to continue pressing him, right? I tried to keep him on the phone. He was very cordial. He said, hey, I don't want, it's not going to be for sale. He knew why I was calling. I said, do you know if it'll ever be for sale? He said, no. I told him the truth about how I found his phone number. And they're not interested. So what I'm going to do, however, is I'm going to keep it on my radar, right? I'm going to go ahead and mark it as correct number. That's a win. Like that's a huge win, right? It's a property that's in probate. right now. I'm still going to reach out to the attorney, and I'm gonna let the attorney know to reach out to the people that are actually the family, you know, because really he can't say. It's his wife that really has the say. But me being a man and having a wife, I'm going to. Do you have any other privacy? No. Yeah. Usually I would, John, but in this situation, I didn't ask that because they live in Georgia, and I'm really focused on just this one, and I didn't want. I could tell that he was put off a little bit and weirded out, and I don't want to. I don't want to seem like a salesman in that respect. I just want to, with when you're prospecting in a lot of situations, if you're not just hitting high equity, you don't want to be like, well, do you have anything else all the time? You got to feel the conversation because I don't want them, I don't want to just be that, used car salesman to these individuals. I want to be that local person on the ground. If they want any help, I'm here. Right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark this one as correct number. And then I'm going to, add a tag. So it's going to put as correct number, but I'm going to add a tag to this one to say PR's husband, so that I know that that's the PR's husband's number. And at this point, I don't have to continue prospecting, right? I just got a correct number. It took me about 15 minutes or whatever with explanations and dialing it. And instead of doing click to call, it would have been way faster with click to call. But I got a correct number through REI SIF skip tracing, and that's a win. That's a big win. So now I'm going to add a task in here, a manual one for now. Let me share my screen. Yeah, and he will. Well, it's a great way to do it too. Hey, a letter breakdown. If you guys ever do decide to, yeah, it's a fantastic. I didn't get. When he picked up, he just said hello. I didn't ask his name. I should have, but I didn't. But I got to hop on the StreamYard here. I'm going to go ahead and create a task, follow up, or check on probate. I'm going to add a task to contact probate attorney. And so here's the thing that I want you guys to understand, right? For me and in general, in most of our businesses, I'm going to put this as by the end of next week. This is a triplex type deal. If I put this property under contract, it is not, this correct number could end up being like $150,000 phone number or whatever, right? Like a triplex in my market, the value of that triplex, the ability to have that cash flow. When you're marketing for your own rental portfolio, you need to change the way that you're thinking about your ROI, because it's not just a this month thing, right? It is a wealth building thing. One triplex can be $400,000, in equity, and $2,000, $4,000 a month in cash flow, whatever the scenario is, right? And so just change the way that you're thinking about it, okay? And so hopefully what you got from this, at least today, I'm going to update my call attempts to 1, so I did track that. Hopefully what you got from this is you realize, like, hey, cool, fantastic. I clicked through the phone numbers. I got a correct number. I tagged it as correct number. I tagged it as her husband. I created a task to contact probate attorney. Otherwise, I would create a not interested follow-up task. I am going to switch the status to not interested. And I updated my call attempts, right? And that's that. And now I move on to my next record, and I continue going through every correct number is a win. Every dead phone number is a win. Every wrong number is a win. When you're dealing with this niche data, first to market, this is a probate deal. That's first to market probate. This just happens to be probate and probate and a multifamily. And so dealing with normal multifamily deals, you're going to find the owner a bit faster, obviously, than a probate. Okay. Nice wealth building. Tyler, where you get your data from multifamily? We have nationwide data for both commercial and residential that is coming for REI SIF users. For now, you'll just submit a request to us and we'll get it over to you. And in the future, it'll be baked in, obviously. But all right, y'all, I got to get going. Aaron, I need to hop on with him. I appreciate you guys. Go ahead and inside the REI SIF Mastermind community or my personal Facebook page, there is a link to go watch where I'm heading now, which is to call leads with Aaron. Okay. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Hopefully this was valuable to you guys in some form or fashion. If not, just to show that, hey, within 25 minutes, you can just get up and going. Appreciate you, John. Data to Dollars is absolutely amazing. Jessica's doing a fantastic job there. I appreciate you. All right, y'all. Have a good one. Bye-bye.